But hey. All right, here we go, guys. Into the pistol round on Overpass. It'll be Na'Vi starting on CT side, right? So you gotta feel that they're gonna expect to have a crazy half. Like they're gonna be like a wall and not let LGB pass them.
And we're going to have 3 people actually going over towards B. Very common place to go on a pistol round is B because you can close out those long distances quickly. This time, though, we've got LGB splitting up into some kind of default Yacom, just making sure no one pushes right now, and he's going to take a fight against Flamey. He's going to trade shots and not take too much damage himself, but a little bit nonetheless. Now, Bathroom Control is almost LGB's. Little do they know, there are 2 people at long holding off, and Edward does find a trade 1-for-1.
Guardian, though, is going to be spotted at range by PRB, so he's got to make a decision to either hold that, because you can't really fall back from this position. There's no cover, and Rubino, showing us how hard it is to escape, takes Guardian down just like that. But Flamey will find Yakum. He's trying to throw some damage back, but falling in the A site. And I already went over how many pistol rounds Na'Vi have won on this map, so this is big news. It was 70% of the pistol rounds Na'Vi are winning. Still not over yet, but
on them. And yeah, Flamey and Zeus are on the retake. Hopefully there's a kit in sight, that is. And he's going to have to clear angles here. Pauly was actually low, but wins the trade regardless. And Zeus looking for a quick one-tap. Really good with the pistols, but can't find it right now. Does find one on a Pauly. Even if he had 100 HP, he'd be dead. But Rubino peeks so quickly. And gets a 3rd frag on the round for himself. 2 and 3 for Pauly.
Where was... He got the first one at... Did he also get the bathroom trade out?
Yeah, he got the bathroom trade out on Edward. And then got seized falling back in the site.
And then with ice in his veins, even though he did have an ally that was kind of still just a 1v1, I think his ally was just, you know, staying unknown, setting up a crossfire, but Rubino hits the shots. We will see, though, a force up here from Na'Vi. We've got 2 scouts. Zeus is holding the main drain over at B, and Seized is just jumping over those flowers at the end of long, trying to scout anything out. And Yakum will take down Flamey. Guardian, though, hits a 1D onto Pauly. And that's from Bathroom. He's looking for Mr. He gets Mr. as well. So he's already taken out 2 now with that Deagle.
Oh, Rubino with the crossfire. Comes from stairs and finds one. Saves his teammate up in balloons. But they're in a 3v3 right now. Both players spotted outside of A. And they both go down simultaneously. Yakum, all alone, has to work on a lurk here. Could probably find a frag for free, but actually... Zeus is falling off through CT. Probably the best thing that he could do. And this will put Yakum in a really, really awkward spot. He's pretty close to the bomb, but it's going to take forever to clear everything.
And he only has 35 seconds.
Oh, there it happens. Guardian, obviously, MVP of that run at my eyes. Grabbing those 2 quick 1Ds to kick it off.
I mean, if you had a 1 dig in any round, you're pretty much the MVP in my eyes. Let alone 2 on the force up to mess with LGB's economy. That'll put them now into a forcing situation where they've got 2 Deagles, 3 Tech 9s, everyone going for armor. No nades to work with, and they'll be up against all sorts of guns. 2 scouts, 2 rifles, and a Nova on Edward.
Oh,
well, Edward is no more. Rubino trying hard for that MVP. Let's see if Yakum can get anything done with his Deagle.
Wow. And yeah, so Deagle's very strong right now. Guardian jump scouting from the site. This is very powerful. But is spotted now. Actually does hit Pauly and does find the trade. Now he has 4 HP. He's got to be very careful. He's one of 2 players in the site. Does hit another tag. And is doing a lot of damage on this
here, though, setting up the crossfire. So if they're able to, if Guardian's able to bait them into the sights, although C's throwing that pop flash, will give away his position a little bit. And shooting some bullets into nothing. Not many to work with, and that gun actually gets no one. Yakum and PRB moving in, but Guardian's still alive. Will take off the head of PRB. It is a 2-on-2 here. Guardian is extremely low. Zeus trying to move in with this AK. He's got a player close, and that's Yakum going to get the best of him. So he brings down Zeus, puts Guardian now in a very, very difficult 1-on-2. Only 4 HP on this guy. He's going to need to channel those 1Ds once more. Lights up Rubino, but it didn't hit him in the head. Deagle just does a ton of damage, and that Molotov very dangerous to Guardian on 4 HP. Goes for the flick, can't get it, and well, back-to-back force buy upsets.
Yeah, that's what we see happen all the time, and it makes so much sense. And it's just that if you lose a round, if you get ecoed, even if you get ecoed, you'll be low on money, but the other team will probably just be picking up your guns and not spending too much themselves. So buying yourself is a risk, but for a really great reward. And we see them just buy back. And once again, we have Navi buying again. And I think that's what's so exciting about the economic state of the game right now is that it's allowing for these constant buybacks to try and fight for an initial boost to the economy. Guardian actually has an op though, and does damage to 2 players. 2 go down. 5v3 instantly.
Rubino, though, it will find seized as we watch Pauly with that bomb rotating back over towards A, but it's going to be tough. 3-on-4 right now. Every single member of Navi is in B, but they're taking the not so long road back to the A site.
Wow, look at that.
Completely. The mass exodus from B over to A. The promised land that is A.
Just throw nades A and then go back to B.
Yeah, and then just rotate right on back down. Who says terrorists are the only one that get to move around the map? Edward and Flamey just locking it down with the MP7 Mach 10s.
I wonder if they all just looked at each other and were like, "Are we all in B right now?" And decided to team rotate to A. But that turned out to be perfect, a perfect idea, and it was at the perfect time. LGB, I think, were a little bit surprised that that was what was actually going on, even though I'm sure they could hear the footsteps of people running under them. Probably just made them feel like they didn't want to go B. But there we go, Navi counter buying and winning. And LGB
story of the game.
Yeah, LGB this time are going to call it quits. I mean, they saw the op of Guardian. Guardian's already been hitting everything he's looked at. With that scout, he stayed alive for so long. With this op, he was able to get kills, and this time he actually goes down instantly.
Gosh,
the eco.
There's no way they get this.
If they bought armor, which I think they should have at this point.
They only had about 2K. They didn't have too much to work with, but now C's moving up. He'll be spotted. Oh, if Yakum hit that shot, that could have been it for them, but now it's just Pauly in a 1-on-3. He'll spray down Zeus. Nice little jumpy pop flash. Oh, it actually did go off on the other side. Let's see what he can do. I mean, he's definitely going to be able to isolate the 1v1s, and if he can sneak into bank without them knowing, I mean, he could knife Flamey. Anything's possible.
I love how that's how you see this.
That's what I see, man. He can knife Flamey.
This 2v1, the best tactic here is for Pauly to look for the knife on the Flamey.
Cloak and dagger, man.
Yeah, if he could have gotten him into that headshot position, I think he would have lined up a nice shot. But
oh, it does not have the bomb and sees just his
that's
eyes on the prize.
Pretty good spot there. Sit up against that wall. Sometimes there's spots that, in 2v2s, they wouldn't make sense if there was a 5v5 situation and the terrorists are coming out the gate for you to stand. But in a 2v2, like, that wall was so good because it was past the angle that the bomb was. And if you just walked over to clear the bomb, you might look somewhere else. And that's exactly what happened. And so C's found that spot. And that's a really cool little nuance about the map. Or maps in general, if you can find them. But you only really look for them in, like, 2v2s.
Oh, Mystic. Getting pop flashed, ending in a Molotov. Flamey takes him down with a headshot. And, whoa, gets another one there on the PRB as he was trying to retreat out on the connector, the sandbags area. So 4-on-3 now in favor of Navi. They've got Edward pushed up to short bath. Guardian hold on the A site, and Flamey and Zeus locking down B. So 2-2 for Navi right now.
Flamey spotted at the headshot position in the B site. He's going to get smoked right out, but will they be able to get the bomb down? I don't think so, because Zeus, still alive, is actually going to hold down long B. Oh, Guardian
came rotated into window, and Flamey, with an assist on the previous kill, will get the last one onto Yakum, who was already lit up from Flamey's nades coming in. And that'll be another round for Navi. So they've got 3 in a row. We had the rockiest start you could possibly have in the first 4 rounds, with everyone having one-off wins. But now Navi are starting to string these together. Yeah,
and LGB right now are going to bite the bullet again and save. Guardian with his LMF knife. I wonder what that stands for. Lick my feet.
Last man fighting.
Light my fire.
Or more likely, lick my feet.
He's going to be holding off the balloons here, where there is a lot of presence. Oh, will actually take a bullet in the face by Mr. And the 1Ds are very strong today.
Yeah, they really have been so far. And Edward, one bullet left, does actually hit Mystic, but just not in the head. Easy cleanup, though, for the rest of the team.
Now, LGB here, after getting ecoed after, well, it was force buys versus force buys. Everyone bought for the first 4 rounds. Have to double save, and now we'll be back on a buy. Have 2 rounds on the T side. It's not a bad start at all. Unfortunately for them, they were the ones who won the pistol and only have 2 rounds to show for it. But that being said, they only have to put rounds on the board and only have to do a certain amount. Overpass is pretty T-sided, or it is more T-sided than it has been recently, and Guardian is really on fire right now, just hitting every single shot, opening up the round already. So going A might be difficult, as that might have been the site that you would think is a little bit more T-sided now, if anything.
And that nice, not super aggressive, but the boost over there at the bathroom sign, so you can peek over and watch people coming upstairs. You can even see if they do enter into the bathrooms through those little windows, so nice boost. 4-on-3 right now. Pauly trying to work that polymov, his beautifully named op, but it doesn't work out. Doesn't even find a kill. Edward will just run him down. So now it's up to just Yakem, still trying to work over in the A side, but has no bomb. Really at this point, just trying to find a kill. Can't do it, and Edward will close out that round with 3 kills.
Yeah, that was a rough round. There wasn't a lot of hope at any point there. Guardian opening it up. Edward with 3 mid-round frags, even to close it out. Put LGB back on a quiet save. I mean, they had no traction on that round. They didn't get to a site. They only got 1 pick in total. All signs point to bad things. And now they will have to regroup. Use the smoke strategically, are not force buy, but half buy, I think, to even out the money, and we'll think about the next round after this. But hopefully, can do some economic damage. Hopefully for themselves, at least. Well, it's an aggressive smoke in the bathrooms.
Seized. Taking a while to bring down Pauly. Almost actually went down himself. Edward finds Mystic, but Rubino with the 1 dig back onto Edward. Rubino at 5 HP, trying to throw some smokes just to distract people, but Seized gets the idea. Plant's going down. Doesn't quite stop it, but does end up finding 3 kills and getting the defuse here in round 9. So that'll give Navi a 5-round lead right now. It's going to be 7-2.
Yeah, sizable for sure. It looked like Yakem saw Seized on the corner of a screen behind the sight box there, but was too focused on Guardian. Could have actually helped his teammate planning. I think they could have actually had a better chance in that round. No joke. But this time around, this rifle round is going to include an op for LGB. They've got the Molotovs, they have the op, they have the 4 AKs. They've got a little bit of a buffer. They do want to win this round, however. And I wonder what they'll try to do. It's going to look like two stairs. They want control of it, and they're going to try to work bathrooms this way, and maybe circumvent A.
Oh, BRB's pop flash doesn't quite work. Make some noise too. So we've got Seized that's pushed up into Party, and there he goes. We'll find the first one into PRB. Now we're looking for Mystic to try to peek out here. Finds him as well. So a 2K. Yakem, though, I'm guessing he came up those stairwell, and Rubino gets the flank onto Seized, and actually they do more than even it up. They'll take man advantage for LGB. 3-on-2 right now with just Flamey and Zeus still standing, and we've got Flamey rotating through those A halls, and Zeus is actually at long A, so both are.
Huh. I wonder what the call is here. Zeus and Flamey both rotating to A. Actually, all Flamey and
Flamey went to window, yeah.
All right. Zeus, he can control the bathrooms, but they spotted him, and he ran all the way out here at long, so I think wants that information as soon as possible. Recognizes the importance of being able to rotate. Does spot one, but Yakem wins the trade against him. That's going to cause Flamey to rotate back, and all 3 of LGB to think about A site here. But they could go B really easily, I think, considering they know they've killed 1 of 2 players at the A site.
Flamey going to second guess himself. He starts running down the stairs, but now he hears the flashes back at A, the bomb going down, so can he do it? He is the closer here. for Na'Vi, and he'll bring down Rubino, and that's going to leave Yakum at 6 HP. Pauly even quite low as well at about 67. But Pauly will not miss that op shot, brings him down.
Yeah, no fear, closes him, locks off his angles, and that's very good of him. So they did come away with that round. Looked a lot more convincing than what we've seen in previous rifle round. Na'Vi will still have enough money to buy what they want. They put that up on Guardian. This time they're going to put one on Flamey too, and that's a scary adjustment for LGB because they came away with that round, I think, with 3 players alive, but with, I don't know if they're going to have an op at each site. An opening pick might be imminent. Flamey, I think, going to go and take a look at Long B really quickly.
That ladder, you know the little pallet below the ladder on this map? It's like really buggy, or maybe it's like a GoTV thing, but Rubino like drops down, he hits the pallet, and then he flies back up the ladder. It's, I don't know, it's weirdly weird.
Ladder.
It's like glitching out on him. Yeah.
Oh, Yakum does trade here, so evens it out. 4v4 now, and op also down.
Oh, they took away the beer cans and party? Now someone just binging on soft drinks over there?
Game's unplayable.
It really is, man. Oh no, that was just the kids' table. Okay, beer bottle's still there. Still a party. 4 on 4 though. Flamey and Pauly already down. Got to close out the last round. Don't really get to play much of this one. Yakum coming up. Connector there finds Zeus. Edward.
That was a bad
seeing
flash.
him hold short bath for a while.
Correct. That was a bad flash from seized over the site. Didn't actually blind Yakum, who's standing right there. Edward does find one for himself. I think this keeps him in the round, though. Guardian spotted with an op. Won't have a really good chance to perform a retake, and Edward, with full nades and a rifle, is going to have a tough time also finding a kill. He's going to look to do it by going big flank.
Guardian is getting pushed. Yakum going to the other side of the T here.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, somehow still sees him. Guardian 16 bidding.
Oh, Edward finds one too.
And just like that,
and here we go.
3 turns into a 2-on-1, and it's Rubino. We talked about his ability to clutch. He will get full blind, cannot hit even one shot there onto Edward. Bomb is planted in his favor. He'll spam on through, brings down Edward. And Rubino, I don't know if he heard that defuse as well. He's spamming, he's missing, he's lost the round. Bomb has been defused. He'll find the kill in the end, but Na'Vi will take another.
Smoke thrown. That was a good play from Rubino. I mean, he read the situation right, but ended up losing. I'm looking at the radio as if I'm in the game to see when that smoke was thrown, but Guardian immediately threw it down after his teammate was killed and clutched it. It's very unfortunate for LGB. I mean, Rubino got the first kill through a smoke, knew to jump through the second time. Does find a pick here to open up the round. Guardian immediately trades though, only taking a little bit of damage, and will lock down from the stairs. Balloons, but Mystic finds a headshot quickly too, and all of a sudden the man advantage goes toward LGB.
Yeah, fortunate time to peek. Guardian was like just about to give up the angle. He was re-scoping right when Mystic peeks out, and the shot was missed, obviously, by Guardian.
Yeah, but that was a crazy retake from Na'Vi. Don't want to take anything away from them. They did that 2v3, Edward with almost no HP, performing a good flash for himself. Or was it Zeus? I don't want to credit the wrong person.
I can't remember, but they did bring it to the 2-on-1. Rubino had a good chance, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Spray down in the wrong direction. Seized, though, to find Mystic here in the bathrooms. Pauly, oh wow! Gets that shot off, but somehow it didn't quite connect.
I was watching from C's perspective, and Yakum goes down as well.
Did you hear an op shot from his perspective?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
From a 4-on-3 to a 3v0 for Na'Vi, able to win that round convincingly. I think C's taking that aggressive peek into bathrooms after they knew they had no control of Long was very, very smart of him. Was able to find a 2-frag for it.
All right, round 13. LGB, pistols, and armor. That is the story of the first 4 rounds of this match on Overpass. Can they find another upset round? going against these 4 A1Ss. Edward in a really good spot. Maybe wishing he had the M4A4 instead. Some more bullets. Only able to get one. Seized finds PRB, and it was Mystic who traded out there in the stairwell. Guardian, though, has eyes on it with his scope. Will take down Polly. Can he get Rubino as well? Cannot quite get him in time, but Guardian does have a nice route to retreat back. And Mystic just caught in a crossfire. Flamey finds Rubino and Mystic to close out the round. 3 members of Navi survive, and now they've got a 10-3 lead.
We see so many people with the Silence M4, like it's like almost everyone. It feels like there are more people using the Silence M4 now than there were when it was $3,100. When it was kind of like, which one do you use? And for me personally, I switched to the Silence after they raised the price. When I was using the A4 mainly, while it was $100 cheaper, and I think, whoa, they
just get spammed?
Did he?
I think so.
Through long?
There's like bushes and hedges and stuff there. I don't know. I do not play this map enough to know what is spammable.
Well, if they control their flank here... Oh, Rubino. Oh, going to turn around and get the frag. Oh, but they lock it down. They've got the perfect concave on the site. I thought if they got that flank frag from Edward that they would have a much better time getting into the site. That was very interesting. They all jumped through a smoke into party and tried to take bathrooms control, and no one was there, but there were 2 players at long, and if you don't deal with long at A, you just get closed in on, and that's what we saw. Players rotate back to the site. Players rotate from B and have one person work on the flank after hearing all that noise up at party, and that might not have been the best strategy considering Navi's setup. But yeah, like they can't keep raising the price, right? If everybody, because the way they raise the price is based on how many people are using the gun.
Yeah.
So that's their
more.
justification.
So next patch,
but what if
people buy the AUG?
But it's like, why are people using the gun? I mean, people are using the gun because it costs more. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it costs more, therefore it must be better.
Trying to tell me I can't afford this? Trying to put me in the middle class? I'm bankrolling here on CT's side. I'm buying that gun. We've also seen, I think it was more just like some troll antics by teams that outmatched other teams. But when that price first went up, we were seeing a ton of the AUG. Mainly from Penta, which is now more or less mouse sports. At least that roster is what I mean by that.
They still use it.
They're heroes.
But yeah, this is the last round and a half. I mean, LGB just don't have that much money. Mystic left alone in a 1v4, and a really awkward spot is going to go down instantly. And Navi, yeah, do look very, very sharp. I'm surprised that they can do this to a team like LGB. But again, we've only seen LGB play, or at least I have only seen LGB play Tier 1 teams a handful of times, as opposed to Tier 2 or 3 teams. So, but still looking very, very strong CT start. We saw at the beginning LGB come away with a pistol, get eco'd, or lose to a force buy, and then Navi force bought back in one. And then LGB, is that when they called it quits? Yeah.
No, they forced. Did they not force by one more time?
4th round. Yeah, they must have forced that one more round and then lost. Yeah, they forced that one more round. They lost, and then had to double save. Navi came with 5-2, and from there on out looked very, very strong throughout the CT side.
Yo, dog, I heard you like force buys. There you go. Gotta inject the memes. Why not? 12-3 though. I was actually thinking LGB. I mean, the way it started off, that they were going to be able to get a little bit more. 3 maybe could be enough, right? I feel like 12-3, while it's not a great situation, it's like the most winnable of when you start to get kind of crushed in a half. Cause,
yeah, because crushed is 12-3, and then destroyed is 13-3, and obliterated is 14-1.
Because once you're at 13-2, if the other team gets the pistol, you're buy-to-win scenario for the rest of the game, and it's almost impossible to come back from those. I mean, yes, it happens, but small chances. Another pistol, though. LGB got the first one. Can they find a foothold in the second half by winning the pistol here? We got Guardian, though. He is just trucking it up long.
Mystic on a good
flank. Site.
Oh, finds 1 for 1. Now the bomb is running all the way back down into stairs, but will come right back up. And if only Rubino
PRB.
rotated through bathrooms, he could have caught somebody. PRB and Rubino in a 2v2. Guardian has the sight, but Rubino has the flank. And does he find the kill on Guardian? No, he doesn't.
Guardian will bring down PRB with the Glock close range. Rubino now in a 1-on-2. He's got armor. They'll have to hit him in the head if they really want the damage to stick. And they do just that. Guardian picks up that USP. Switches out for another one there. Back to the O, Ryan. But
Yeah,
nice stuff there.
They gave him the peaks too. That was close. Rubino, unfortunately, could have definitely won the round there on that flank. Only had 4 or 5 opportunities. I whiffed in a similar manner on a pistol round out. That cost us the round yesterday in my match, and that sucks. But it was a very important frag. But now Navi are up to a force, or are facing a force in LGB. We've seen it go both ways. So, Edward committing to the spray actually finds a headshot into Rubino and
Survives the deagle.
Yeah, survives the deagle.
But will they survive the 5-7? Jacob's in a really good spot. Guardian, though, wow. Clearing out everything. So Edward, Guardian, Zeus on the board. Zeus brings down Mystic with that MP7. That'll leave Pauly and PRB still trying to play, some cute angles here.
Guardian looking at him. Oh. Yeah.
Is PRB in the nook at long A? Yeah, he is. Guardian will take him down. Not going to be caught off guard. Will he hit the spray down onto PRB? He does. Finds the 3K as they survive the anti-eco. And Navi now one away from match point. So that puts LGB in a hard decision, right? It's like, do you save here and then play for the tie, or do you just force up again, pistol armor, and try to play for the win starting in round 18?
Yeah, I mean, they could go for the exact same force they did last round, except last round they barely... I mean, did they even get a kill? I don't know if they did.
I don't think they even got one.
Looks like... No, they didn't. So they, maybe don't feel like they could win again with that much money, and it just only makes sense to save, but are going to have a tough time because they're going to be on match point from there on out and still won't have that much money. Like, next round, what are they going to have? 14... 1900. They're with like close to 4,000. They're gonna, it's a FAMAS armor nade buy, or an M4 half armor 2 flash buy or something.
And no kits either way, probably.
No kits either way. One person with no nades or something. So it'll be tough.
And they find Pauly's hiding spot. Zeus cleaning it up. He picks up quite a bit of money there, $2,400. As he gets 4 kills with that MP7. So he is loaded now. And Flamey actually just going to stay with a scout. Seized stays on the Galil. And we will see a couple M4s with some nades and the FAMAS with full nades and full armor there on PRB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's they're just having one person follow me up and get some extra nades. Actually, Incendiary to complement the other nades. I'm surprised he went for that, but just want to hold off the B rush. I think that makes a lot of sense versus players that don't have that much money. Navi though, not keen on rushing. Used to do that once in a while. I think I've kind of quit that habit, which I really like because they're such a good team working slowly. I've seen them throw away rounds, trying to work too quickly. Here, two kills come out quickly, no damage done apart from the 100 to Yakim. And they've got a solid man advantage right now with great spots.
Yeah, it looks like they are playing 2-2 in a long-range battle here. Edward will win it, though, against Pauly. And you got to wonder, Pauly, why did you repeat that? You've made this round a bit harder. Still winnable for LGB. But Pauly was confident in his aim and unfortunately could not bring down Edward.
Yeah, that's tough now, but Navi still have a decision to make. It looks like it will be to work over towards B. Zeus, I think, is calling for this. The IGL for Navi, and he's going to walk into the site. Mystic will not be caught off guard, however, and will actually not find the better of him.
Yeah, not caught off guard, but loses the aim battle. Let's see what PRB can do. They're going to smoke him out, and Rubino trying to rotate over, coming up in the window. But Navi already planting on the site. Zeus still hanging on with a thread to his life at 4 HP. So it's potential here for LGB to come and do this retake. We saw Navi do something very similar, but they don't have any smokes for that bomb. There will be nothing to miss your spam through in this case. And C's brings it to a one-on-one. Rubino will find Edward, taps the bomb, does not have a kit though, and that's what we talked about. No money for kits, and that makes a post-plant situation near impossible, especially coming in a man down, and Zeus finds Rubino. And that will end map number 1 here. This was LGB's pick, and they will lose it 16-3 up against Na'Vi. But no doubt, this is good experience for LGB getting to play a Tier 1 team on a map like Overpass.
Sure, sure. And I'm sure they get I'm sure they're invited to all the cool kid 10-mans and stuff like that. But at the same time, everybody on Na'Vi was just contributing so hard. Like they all had above 15 frags, between 15 and 18. Just that was that after plant was perfect. They played that, and yeah, that round and that round where I didn't see the trade happen with Pauly that you pointed out, but if it was a situation he could have just fallen off. Yeah, it was probably a bit of a mistake.
And he was at the GSG9 van as well, so he could have hidden.
Right.
They could have kept the site, but
yeah. That being said, it would have been really tough for LGB to come back anyway. But even still, perfect CS should always be asked for.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, that was map 1. The next map was Na'Vi's pick, Dust 2. Where they recently played NIP and lost 16-14 here in the MLG Pro League. So we'll see how they can do up against LGB. I'm Helium, with me Launders. You can see our Twitters there. I'm at Heliumbrella. He's at CS Boxer. And of course, make sure to follow at CEVO and at MLG. Let them know that you appreciate the Season 7 Pro League, if of course you do. And when we return here on Play CEVO, we'll have map number 2, Na'Vi LGB. Stick around.